Well, we're here tonight. We're going to talk about um, being attracted to dysfunction because a lot of people don't know that um, being attracted to dysfunction and connecting with those type of relationships has less to do with the other person and more to do with what's going on in your own psyche. Because we are trained, we're old enough, we're programmed, we've been programmed since we were little. We've already picked up on everything we need to know. We picked up on a perception that can be distorted based on the stuff we've learned. And most of us, the stuff we've learned just wasn't right. So, to be honest, our parents were dysfunctional, and it's kind of generational. Their parents were dysfunctional, or they picked up habits and especially thinking habits that has affected them. And it goes on and on. So, our objective is we're going to break the cycle. We want to break the cycle of this dysfunctional way of thinking that is easing into our lives. And we're making these decisions based off these thinking habits. And so we're going to break these habits. We're going to form new thoughts. We're going to first acknowledge that they exist. A lot of times we want to blame everybody else for our own dysfunction that we chose. And that's where we make a mistake. We have to be accountable. I had to be accountable for the relationships that I chose because they were, in fact, a choice. I was not being held hostage. None of you may not be being held hostage. So you have a choice. And the reason why you are attracted to dysfunction from one relationship to the other is because you may change partners, but you have not changed those thoughts in your head. And they're so indwelled in your head that you don't even realize that they exist. The only way that you know that they exist is because of your actions. So, based on your actions, if you are in a dysfunctional relationship and you're connected to that, you're bonded to that, and you're accepting that, and if it continues, it's because you have a thinking habit that you have to first acknowledge, and then you have to attack it. You have to go at it. You have to say to yourself, I am ready to change. And how do you change? It doesn't happen overnight. You have to form the thoughts that you want to manifest in your life because they are affecting your life. So I was just one day, I worked a 12-hour shift as a nurse and I got off work and my old man, he was like hounding me about stuff like infidelity, just insecure type stuff. And I screamed out to the universe. And this was just a reaction, just a reaction from being tired. So when you're really tired of something, you're gonna put forth an action. Something's gonna happen. That's just law. That's the law of nature. When you are really tired, something is going to move. And so it moved. I yelled out, why am I attracted to abuse? Now, mind you, abuse isn't just physical because there was no physical abuse there, but there can be like emotional abuse, mental abuse, things like that. When I cried out, I got my answer. My answer wasn't, oh, he. It was me. I can't change anybody else outside of myself. So I had to focus on me. And that's what I did. And I'm so much happier now. Had I blamed and pointed the finger, I would never get better. Things would never have gotten better. But once I acknowledged that something in me wasn't right, something in me isn't right. If you are in an abusive relationship, dysfunctional relationship, if it's not healthy, happy, and you're putting up with that, something isn't right. within you. And I'm going to tell you that because I want you to get better, first of all. And you're not going to get better by people in your ear blaming the other person too. No, somebody has to pull you aside and say, look, something has to be going on up here. If you're not tired yet, it's because what's up here is feeding this relationship. And you have control of what's in there. So you are attracted to abuse because of your own thoughts. And I'm going to show you how to change those thoughts and how to attract a healthier, happier, fulfilling relationship. A much healthier, happier you. Because you first have to become the love of your life in order to attract the same. And it can be done. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Because I'm just getting started, people. I have so much information for you.